Hello, how are you? My name is Dr. Chudi Ufundu of Snowspirations. Hold on. Global Health Solutions. Thank you and welcome to our open clinic, our fertility weekend ward round. Now, today's event is going to actually be more interactive. So once you come in, do me a simple favor. Let me know who you are. So I need to know your name. I need to know your location, and possibly share this particular link with anyone out there. It doesn't matter your status, so long as you're a human being, so long as you're loving, so long as you're caring, so long as you understand the reason for the season, you are free to join today's clinic. Today we're going to talk about tips on how you can treat each other, especially our members that are going through tough time of starting their family but unfortunately not being able to start their family. So today's event is going to help you to understand how to treat each other appropriately. It's possible you're currently in your villages. It's possible you're visiting families, you're visiting friends, and among your families and friends are your relatives who probably are going through infertility, who probably have spent a lot of money, gone to so many places, and they have not succeeded in becoming pregnant. They have not succeeded in having kids, but you don't understand their journey. And in your own little world, you might actually think you're doing the right things by the way you treat them, but you won't know you're causing them more harm. So what I'm going to do in the next few minutes, once we have a good number, is to share with you some tips, some principle etiquettes you can use to treat each other, to treat your friends, your sisters, your brothers, your uncles, your aunties, your colleagues who are currently going through infertility. Infertility is not something you wish to anybody out there, no matter how you're not in the same page with the person. It's a bully. There are so many people that are currently suicidal. There are so many people that are going through a lot of mental health problems simply because they could not start their family. So it's important we treat each other appropriately. Now, I know we are all counting down. If you notice, I'm wearing my Christmas hat, so I'm in the spirit of giving back. I'm in the spirit of caring. I'm in the spirit of loving. What about you? What have you given? Have you really shared what you have with your people? If God has blessed you, have you looked around your community, or are you just giving only to the people you know? This is an opportunity to go back to the woods, to go back to the neck of the woods in your community and impact your community positively. So please, once you come in, I need you to do me a favor of introducing yourself. Let's know who you are. Let's know where you're located. If you're planning to travel or if you're currently already traveled, I need you to also tell me where you're located so that way I can connect with you on the same page. So I'm going to mention a couple of names as they come in. Then I'm also going to expect you to do the same. So I have a question that will pop up on your screen. Just help me to share your location. And in course of today's clinic, if you're led in the spirit, there are ways you can give back. There are ways you can show love. There are ways you can show appreciation. Click on that star icon. Donate stars. Every stars you're going to donate is going to be plugged into this community to help our members that might need help. Now, if you happen to be in Nigeria all this while and you need services which is related to solving your fertility problems, don't hesitate to get a package. You can get 1 week package. You can get 1 month package. You can get 6 months package. You can get 3 months package. You can even get your ANC package. So whatever you need, we can provide for you. Now, if you were not previously resident in Nigeria, but currently you're traveling to Nigeria and all this while you are not able to connect with me, you can actually connect with me after this. You can just send a message to admin and admin can set you up. You can get your package. So the criteria for getting consultation package is to be sure you're living in Nigeria. So once you're a resident in Nigeria, you're qualified. Now, you have to have a game plan. You see, there are some people that might not actually get pregnant in 2023. I understand that. 2023 is not your year, but in 2024, you have to be well planned. You have to be disciplined. You have to devote a lot of resources. You have to have a priority. You have to have your scale of preference. You cannot afford to tiptoe into 2024 doing what you've done previously and expecting the same outcome. It's not going to happen. So I encourage you to keep on keeping on while we get started on things you can do so you can improve your chance of treating each other appropriately. So I'm going to give you basic tips. The tips I'm giving you, please start practicing them immediately. Now here's the deal. If your sister, if your brother, if your cousin, if your auntie, if your uncle is currently going through tough time of infertility, probably you have not seen them for the past 5 years, the past 3 years, the past 4 years, the past 1 year. Now you're seeing them again, and you're seeing only the two of them. You are not seeing their kids. And you're thinking, oh, what's going on? What are these? And we're very good in doing that. Please be careful. I'm going to give you some tips you can use to treat them appropriately and show them you care. Number one, please, by all means possible, avoid asking pregnancy questions. Don't ask anybody you don't know their journey about their pregnancy status. Couples often will get questions around these holidays about their family planning. So it's not unusual to hear questions like, when are you going to have kids? Have you started trying yet? When is the time for another? These are questions you do not want to ask. Please do not ask pregnancy questions to anybody out there. Even your closest sister, even your twin sister, even your twin brother. As a mother, as a father, as an uncle, as a caring person, please do not ask them. If they tell you, okay. If they don't tell you, let them be. So don't ask those questions. I know you care about them. I know you love them. I know you want to have your grandkids and all that, your nephews and your nieces, but please be loving. Now, seemingly, it might look innocent when you ask all these questions, but these questions can be very damaging to couples that are currently going through infertility because you don't know their journey. So these questions can become additional reminder of what they are struggling with, despite the fact they have done their best and they are not getting results. So there are ways they will interpret your questions. So instead of focusing your conversation on less personal things that will trigger the topic, please keep your conversations around your hobbies, your passions, your recent travel, your career interest. There are so many things to talk about. Please do not focus on being pregnant or not to people you know fully well that are going along. Now, number two, don't give unsolicited advice. If they are not seeking your advice regarding their family, do not give unsolicited advice. I don't care if you're the best fertility expert out there. I don't care where you have gone to. Please do not give unsolicited advice regarding their fertility. Although it's very natural, it's a natural instinct in us to want to provide advice, to help friends, to help families, offering unsolicited advice can be hurtful to couples. Don't give them those advice. If they need your advice, they can ask you personally. If they don't ask you, please do not. Simple statements like, just relax. Once you stop thinking about it, you're going to get pregnant. It's very, very deadly, painful statement. Don't tell anybody to relax. Don't tell anybody to stop worrying about it. Don't tell anybody to do this or do that because you don't know their journey. They have done pretty much what you're going to tell them. So please, it can be hurtful for individuals who have gone through months, years of infertility treatments, spent a lot of money for you to be telling them, for you to be advising them as if they don't know what they are doing. So to your friends, to your family members, oversimplification of a very complex problem like infertility can be damaging. It can be off-putting. Don't go there. Instead, if a friend or a family opens up to you about their struggle in conceiving, then that's when you can begin to listen. Listen to them and offer support instead. If they don't ask you, please don't give. Now, number three, Do not minimize the problem. This is an area we are so good in. Because you have your baby boy, your baby girl, you have all the things you probably ask from God, then you think you are a specialist in having babies. And you begin to minimize their problem. You begin to find faults. You begin to adjudicate. You begin to think about, oh, it could be this, it could be that. Don't minimize the problem. When you are believing to conceive, the last thing someone wants to hear is, things could be worse. Well, at least you have this or that. It's important to remember that infertility is difficult on everyone, whether they express it openly or not. Please do not minimize anybody's journey. Trying to grow your family without success can be hurtful emotionally, physically, financially, psychologically, spiritually. So please do not minimize their struggle. Better still, be a good listener. Number 4, please don't push other aspects of trying to start their families. Like, don't tell them, oh, let's go here, let's go there, adopt, do this, do that, marry another woman, marry another man. Don't go there. Don't push any agenda. Let them be. For example, adoption is a deeply personal decision that requires a lot of thought, process, and dedication. Don't get it started. Don't even go there. Don't tell them, let's go here, let's go there because you went there and you succeeded. Don't push anything. Allow them dictate the direction of the conversation. While adoption is a good part, some couples may choose to build their family differently. And adoption is not for everybody. So there are some people that their religious belief, their cultural beliefs might not support adoption, might not support other methods of starting their families. Let them have the decisions to make. Don't push them. Now, finally, it's important to show them you care. Genuinely. Above all, if you know someone who is currently struggling with infertility, genuinely show them you care. There are ways you can care for them. Genuinely. You can use your resources. Some of them might have a need to spend a lot of money for treatment. If you are blessed, please give them money to go for treatment. Be very specific when you're giving them that monetary gift. For example, going for IVF is very expensive. You need to have money in the millions. If you are blessed with enough money, instead of asking them all these big questions to pretend you care, give them that money. It might be a gift, it might be a loan, whatever you need to do, please give them help. Now, besides money, there are other resources you can also use to show them you care. So you can send a gift card, you can offer your time, you can cook for them, you can run errands for them, you can just be there as their friend, you can invite them to a very uplifting event. Those are the ways you can show you care. A small act of kindness can help those struggling with infertility about this period, because you know what? So many people are gonna come to show off. So many new mothers are gonna come with their babies. So many new husbands are gonna come. So many new wives are gonna come. So many women are gonna show their grandkids. So many men are gonna show their grandkids. It's okay. It's a good thing that happened to them. But please be mindful. Be very considerate. Show your kindness. Don't go talking at their back. Don't go thinking you're better than them because you have your babies, because you're pregnant. Show some acts of kindness. If you or someone is going through infertility, connect them to appropriate care. So many of them are struggling with their mental health. Some of them might have anxiety problems. Some of them might have stress disorders. Some of them might be depressed. Simply from this, connect them to genuine care. Show them you love them. Show them you care for them. Besides monetary gifts, besides other things, be kind to them. Encourage them. Support them. Be there for them. Check in on them genuinely. Now, some of them might have resources, but they might not have kids. In your family, we have this tendency of parents preferring some kids that will give them grandkids, but they don't have regards for other members of the families that might not have married, that might not have kids, but they only go to them for money. So it's possible that your brother, your sister might not have kids, but they have enough money, and you yourself, you don't have, but you only go to them for money. Oh, well, have you not done this for your sister and your brother? But you don't care about how they feel, and you talk down on them. There are some mothers that are actually bullish. There are some mothers that are actually negative to their daughters and their sons because they are not pregnant, because they are not married, because they don't have this. But when they have a need for money, they go to them. Don't be that mother. Don't be that father. Do not love anybody on condition. Love all your kids. Care for all your kids, whether they are single, whether they are divorced, whether they are married, whether they have kids, whether they don't have kids. Care for them equally. Don't have preferential treatment to those that have kids and you think they have arrived. Having a baby, having a family is a blessing from God, and every member of this community is going to receive that blessing. Some people are going to start early and some people will start later. So long as you want to be a mother, so long as you want to be a father, you will be in this community. So I just want to encourage you guys to be kind, to be loving to each other, especially this festive period. Now, I'm going to give you an opportunity to ask your questions. So if you have any questions, quickly ask in the next 10 minutes. This particular video is one of the best videos you can use to share with anyone out there, especially this festive period. It's possible you're personally going through tough time. It's possible you've spent a lot of money and you are not pregnant and you don't have a baby and you are depressed and you think you didn't amount to anything. You've lost your confidence. You've lost your self-care. Nothing else matters. This is the moment to go down on your knees and say, Father, I thank you. In every situation, I give you all the glory. Father, thank you for giving me an opportunity to see another day, because every day above ground is a great day. Regardless of how things turned against me, Father, I'm going to still praise you. I will thank you forever, because everything I have, everything I will become, you already know. Father, I know you're preparing a table before me, even in the midst of this infertility. I know I'm an overcomer, and I know that by this time in 2024, I will also have my family. This will be your mindset. Don't allow anybody bully you. Don't allow anybody intimidate you. Don't allow the society make you feel bad. When you go out there and if you feel you're not loving your community, please leave that community. If you know that traveling to your villages is going to well up a lot of bad emotions, stay back. Go to places you are loved. Go to places you are appreciated, including your parents. If your mom is putting a lot of pressure on you, if your daddy is putting a lot of pressure on you, if your siblings are putting a lot of pressure on you, if your pastors, if your village people, village women, village men, this is the moment you need to be strong. If you don't have to travel, stay back. If you have to go to a vacation spot, go there. Whatever you need to protect yourself, protect yourself. Nobody is coming to protect you. You have to protect yourself. Do not allow anybody bully you, okay? What can couples believing for babies do, especially this festive period, to avoid unnecessary questions? That's pretty much what I've been talking about. You have to protect yourself. You have to be selective on the places you go to, the functions you go to, the people you take their calls, the people you welcome in your home. Even if you're going to travel, you have to be selective. You have to prioritize your mental health. You have to protect yourself. Anything that is not edifying, anything that is not giving you good feeling, avoid them. The only person that can protect you is you, and you have to protect each other. So this is not the time when your husband will be conniving around you and be telling people that you're the problem, or you're telling people that your husband is the problem. Don't do that. This is not the time of talking too much. This is the time of taking stock, because so long as you're doing the right things, so long as you're praying every day, so long as you're playing, so long as you're practicing, your time is coming. I know your time is coming. This is not the end of the story. This is just the beginning. So you have to protect yourself. How many days does ovulation last? Ovulation is a one-day event. So once all the hormones that will help you to become pregnant are all working perfectly, your ovaries will release one egg. There's a particular hormone we call follicular stimulating hormone. Follicular stimulating hormone will go to your ovaries and start preparing one follicle. That follicle, by the time it's fully developed, is called the dominant follicle. The dominant follicle contains the egg that will be released. The process of releasing that egg is simply what ovulation is all about. 24 hours before your egg is released, another important hormone, which is called the LH hormone, luteinizing hormone, will go up. It's called LH surge. Once you are checking your ovulation with ovulation test kit, what you are actually checking is LH hormone. When your LH hormone goes up, it's expected that within 24 hours you will ovulate. When you ovulate, the egg will be in a special place in the tube called the ampulla, waiting for the sperm to come in. If we have availability of sperm to come in through this side, the sperm will unite with the egg, they will form an embryo. Pregnancy will happen. If this egg is released after 24 hours, which is 1 day, if there is no fertilization going up, the eggs will disintegrate, they will no longer be viable. So ovulation is a 1-day event. Okay? All right. Hams, thank you so much. Let me read what Hams wrote. You've been there. It can be challenging. Spread the love. You hope everyone has a lovely festive period. Correct. This is time to show love. Whether you're married, whether you're pregnant, whether you have a baby, whether you're divorced, whether you're single, whether you're struggling, so long as you can see me now, so long as you are breathing, thank God. In every situation, thank God. Someone just took their last breath as we talk. So regardless of what's happening around you, consider them noise. Don't allow anybody take your joy away because of whatever you think you have or you don't have. Whatever you have or don't have do not define you. The fact you're not married, the fact you're married, the fact you're divorced, the fact you're separated, the fact you're pregnant, the fact you have a baby, they do not define you. They are only favors and blessings from God. Do not use it to bully other people. There are so many women that are so mean to each other. There are so many women that are currently quarreling with their sisters, with their sister-in-law, and all over the place. And they are using kids to attack each other. They are calling each other barren. They are calling each other impotent. That's the worst way to end your life. You are digging your own grave. Do not call any God's people names. God doesn't like it. God protects his people jealously. Now, if you live in Lagos, if you live in Abuja, if you live in Asaba, if you live in Oka, if you live in Calabar, if you live in Enugu, if you live in Lagos, Nnewi, or wherever, we can refer you to see a doctor in real time. Okay? So if you have questions, please quickly ask before I go. And I will normally end the clinic by asking you to submit the names of your babies. And remember, every month we devote the last Sunday to our masterclass. So January, we're going to find another important topic, and it's always good to open your January on a high note. But remember that every 31st December is our crossover clinic. We're going to cross over into 2024 in glory, claiming all our possessions, claiming all our inheritance. Nobody can take our inheritance away from us. So it looks like that's the end of today's clinic. Sex selection, when is the right time to have a baby boy? There is only one way you can have sex selection, by going through a special process of IVF. There is no other reliable way of having a particular gender. They do not work. They are complete waste of your time. Stop wasting your time. Stop wasting your resources. If you know you want to have a baby boy, a baby girl, you need to meet with a fertility specialist, and we need to carry out a workable, reliable way of selecting the gender. What's the risk of a lady 43 getting pregnant? Once you are above 35, you are classified as very high risk. So possibility you're going to have complicated pregnancy is there. Possibility you're going to have preeclampsia, pregnancy-induced hypertension, gestational diabetes, miscarriages, possibility of having a baby that will have chromosomal abnormality is there. So the older you are, the more the possibility you'll have complications when you become pregnant. So once you are pregnant from age 35 and above, you must check into a good facility, and we have to treat you like gold because your pregnancy is considered high risk. What's causing pain in your right side of tummy? Pain is a non-subjective symptom or sign, so we won't really know. If the pain persists, go to the doctor, we run investigations, and we can figure out what the problem is. It can be gas, it can be infection, it can be inflammation, it can be growth, it can be allergies, it can be anything. Okay? All right, guys, let's go, guys. If we don't have any other questions, then we're going to be done. So, Me Weight Loss is donating 500 stars to support this community. Now, let's use this opportunity. We have 5 minutes before I go. Can we all support the members of our communities by donating stars? How many of us can donate stars, Facebook stars, to support our women? Remember, every month, there are some members we grant access to our masterclass completely free of charge. It's from all these stars and sponsorships we enable them. We don't discriminate. We believe that when everybody becomes pregnant and becomes parent, then we have succeeded. So if you are able to support this community, you live in a place where you can donate stars, click on that star icon and decide whatever amount you're going to donate. But in the interim, I want us to start sharing the names of the babies that God will have in our families in 2024. It's possible your Christmas is going to be celebrated just by yourself. But by the special grace of God, I am proclaiming that this will be the last Christmas you will spend alone. There will be tears of joy in your family. There will be cries of happiness in your family. Cries of babies are coming to your home. Baby boys, baby girls, twin, triplets, quadruplets are coming to your home. Your 2024 Christmas is going to be celebrated with a big feast, with a big party. Your mother will come for Mugwa. You go for your child dedication. You will also be called a mother. You will also be called a father. Please, can we quickly share the names of the babies we are believing God for so we can end the clinic? Please, let's go there. Can we do that before we go? I'm going to give 1 minute for that. Share the names of your babies exactly how you want them. If you want baby boys, share their names. If you want baby girls, share their names. If you want twins, triplets, be very specific. When you're asking God for something, be specific. Our God is able to give you everything our God will ask of you. So twins, of course, you know, Consa Eva, that Chikamso and Chizaram will be in your home in 2024. We are handing over Chikamso and Chizaram to God. And by the special grace of God, you've checked all the boxes and God will heed to your prayers. God will keep his promises. The question is, are you keeping your own promises? So if that's the only babies we have in our clinic today, I want to use this opportunity to thank Chinyere, our moderator from Port Harcourt, for chairing the crew this afternoon. Thank you so much. Morio Lua, you've seen the goodness of God. Momo Lua, you're grateful for God's goodness. They will be in your home. The babies who've submitted their names will be in your home. Do we have any other person before I go? Any other mother, any other father in 2024? Direct Grace will be in your home in 2024. Okay, guys? And thank you so much, Me Weight Loss, for the stars. It looks like you're the only person that showed up today. But I appreciate you guys. Take good care of you. And if I don't see you guys again before Christmas, Chiemerie, God will grant you Chiemerie. If I don't see you guys again before Christmas, have a beautiful, memorable, peaceful, loving Christmas. God bless you and bye-bye for now.